Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Let's Vibe, the channel all about crystals and our feelings. So, we are one day away, or for many of you, probably less than a day away from this total solar eclipse happening, um, I think, along the path of totality. It's happening around 1 1:23, something like that, in the afternoon, and it starts shortly after noon, and that's going by Central Time. um, but yeah, it's a very uh, intense eclipse, not only because it's a total eclipse, but because of the path that it's taking, going through northern Mexico and from the southwest to the northeast of the US and then up to eastern parts of Canada. And so there's just and it also, that path crosses the path of the total solar eclipse back in 2017, which went from the northwestern US down to the southeast. And those two paths crossed they will cross in Texas. So for the US especially, it's a very significant astrological event because I believe the eclipse is conjuncting the midheaven of the US's birth chart. So it's very interesting, but astrologers often draw up the birth charts for nations. And yeah, so the eclipse is in conjunction with the midheaven of the United States. And the US is still going through what's called the Pluto return, and will continue to go through that into the next year. And so it's just a lot of energy. That's a lot of very intense and deep energy moving through the collective of the United States, but also through all of North America. And really, we can see this energy throughout the whole world. The sun is the sun has also been conjunct Chiron, and so there's this energy of, Chiron represents our wound, our biggest wound in life, the one that tends to reoccur or pop up, repeatedly over the years, and can be difficult, or is difficult to deal with or work with. And so that Chiron has been very active as well in all of these intense astrological events. So I thought about, what stone might help during these rather disruptive eclipse energies, and I immediately thought about my eclipse stone. Now, I made a video about eclipse stone a few months ago, so I can include a link to that video in the description box below. But I picked up this stone today, and it feels very grounding. It's a really nice grounding energy, and it's definitely coming from this black jasper. The black part of an eclipse stone is made of black jasper. And then the yellow and orange part is orpiment, which is highly toxic. But it's safe if it's in a, you know, a polished stone like this. Um, Relatively polished. This isn't like highly polished, but anyway. Um, yeah, so I picked this up and I immediately felt this very calming, protected, grounding energy, and it just feels perfect for um, you know, these energies that are coming, flying around right now, and it's very stabilizing. And it's interesting because at other times when I pick up this stone, you know, when there's no eclipse happening, um, I usually will immediately start feeling eclipse-like energy from the stone. And so that's why I don't carry this stone very often, because it really kind of embodies the energy of a solar eclipse. But during a solar eclipse, this stone can really provide centering and stabilizing of your own energies, even when the energies can be kind of chaotic around you. Now, I know that eclipse stone is not very common. You don't come across this stone in too many metaphysical shops. I found mine kind of by accident. I mean, not really by accident, but I just kind of stumbled upon mine when I was browsing through Etsy. You know, Etsy has endless crystals and stones for sale. And I was looking through this crystal seller's inventory of stuff, and a lot of it was bumblebee jasper, and I spotted this, and it was labeled as an unusual bumblebee jasper, but I recognized it as eclipse stone because of Judy Hall's famous Crystal Bible series. So it was thanks to Judy Hall's Crystal Bible that I recognized what this was. But in any case, it's not commonly found. So what I'm gonna do, if you feel like you would like to connect or channel the energy of eclipse stone, if you feel drawn to this stone's energy, what I'm gonna do is link in the description box a YouTube video of a Reiki practitioner. I believe she practices Reiki. All of her videos just say healing energy. But this is a woman in, I think she's in Australia, or she's Australian. And it's really cool because many of her videos are meant for customization. And so basically what she does is she makes a video sending Reiki energy, and what you do is you attune that energy to whatever your intentions are. And I think that's a really easy way to connect with the energy of any stone or crystal, if you don't happen to have a physical piece. So I'll include that link in the description box. You can click it, and when you start the video, just set the intention in your mind that you want to channel eclipse stone or any other crystal you feel called towards. And see how it goes. I'd love to hear from you if any of you happen to try that out, or if anyone has an eclipse stone. I'd love to hear your experiences, and what you felt. So, of course, feel free to leave your comments and questions. I love hearing from you. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I am open for distance Reiki sessions as well as tarot and oracle readings. You can email me. I will include my email address in the description box. And once again, thank you so much for vibing with me.